Apple AI fully online, generating top 100 albums list. Guys! It finally happened. Apple Music has created their own list for the top 100 best albums of all time, and from what I'm hearing, it sounds like it's not that great. I have done a really good job of not looking at this yet. They've been releasing it like 10 by 10 for the past few days, I guess, and today it's finally all out. I haven't seen any of it yet. We're gonna look at all of it right now. Let's go. Good God. Apple Music 100 Best Albums. Welcome to the 100 Best Albums, our definitive list of the greatest albums ever made. Assembled with the help of artists and experts, it's a modern love letter to the records that have shaped the world we live and listen in today. That is the most like AI business statement I've ever... All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. The number 100 spot, Body Talk by Robyn? Interesting. I figure it would be a very Apple Music thing to do to put Hotel California in like the top 20, but it's down at 99, so I'm actually quite interested now to see what else the list has to offer. Astroworld by Travis Scott, 98, and Rage Against the Machine at 97. Okay, so there's probably not going to be any more Rage Against the Machine music on here. Lorde, Pure Heroine. I mean, it's got some singles, but 96 album of all time? Untrue by Burial. Interesting pick. Flower Boy at 92. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be any more Tyler, the Creator records on here. I mean, if there's going to be a record from Tyler, I would love to see Igor, but this is fine, I guess. George Michael? Okay. I don't know. Back in Black by AC/DC above the self-titled Rage album? That's a little weird. Okay, no. Stop. I don't think this album has any business being on this list at all. I'm sorry. Great record, but this is top 100 of all time. You can't tell me that at this point, Casey Musgraves is going to be getting an 85 spot above the self-titled Rage album. Casey Musgraves, really. Doggy Style is above that. That's good. That's a good thing. Huge album. The definitive 50 Cent record, if I had to pick one. Like, so popular for its time. I honestly think this could have been a little higher, actually. Neil Young. Marshall Mathers. Okay. Yeah. Again, maybe could have been a little higher, right? Because this is going to be the number one Eminem record for sure. They're not going to put another Eminem record on here, probably. What's making this list worse so far is seeing the albums that come like one or two picks in front of the ones that I'm surprised by. Hey, this record by Lana Del Rey got place number 79 on Apple Music's top 100 best albums of all time. Interesting. Yeah, and it beat the Marshall Mathers LP.
What the fuck?
I don't know about that. I don't feel comfortable with this. Okay. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Again, that kind of tells me that there's not going to be another Elton John album on here. There seems to be this sort of unspoken rule that every artist is going to get one album on this list. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seems like the case. Madonna. Okay. I think this is the perfect placement for this record just because of how influential it's been over the past few years. Missy E. Okay. I don't think that's the best Steely Dan record. If there is one album per person, then this is actually kind of weird for me. Really? Again, it's only partially weird until you think about this beat Marshall Mathers' Rage self-titled, higher than the Downward Spiral by Nine Inch Nails? Higher than Supa Dupa Fly? Just no, on all accounts, no. Okay, bit of redemption here because I didn't think that Apple Music would actually know that this album even existed. This album changed the game of electronic in the 70s, so I definitely respect that, and I think 71 is a good place for this. All right, moving on. Straight Outta Compton, number 70. Definitely the best NWA record, but that's also telling me that there's not going to be any more NWA records higher than this one. Maybe that isn't a rule, but I haven't seen a repeat artist yet. Master of Puppets, Metallica. Again, don't think I'm going to be seeing a Metallica record any higher, so that's fine. Okay, The Strokes. Okay, all right, Dummy. Okay, interesting. That doesn't make the list any better by any means, but I'm interested now. Okay, not bad. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. What did we get from Are You Experienced? We got The Wind Cries Mary, we got Fire, we got Purple Haze, we got Hey Joe. Okay, yeah, okay. Thinking about how this was the earlier Hendrix record, if you're gonna have a Hendrix record on here, I can see why it would be this one and not like Axis Bold as Love, for example. All Eyes on Me, Tupac, nice. Maybe a little low? I don't know. This is making me think about where we're gonna see Biggie and like Public Enemy on this list. I don't know. I don't know if this should be this low. A game changer for art rock, and you're gonna put it at number 60? All right. I got some high expectations for what's up next. Okay, what's after this? Stop it! Oh my god. No, 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 no! I'm sorry, but one of the most overrated albums of all time. Like, you really just put that right in front of the Velvet Underground. How far back was Marshall Mathers at this point? That was in the 80s, wasn't it? Like, popular? Yes. But guys, it's best albums of all time. It's all time. I wouldn't even want to see this in the top 200 albums. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Okay, I'm not excited for what comes next. Okay, it's good. But again, like I can understand it being on the list, but 58, that's kind of high for this one too. D'Angelo, cool. All right, that's fine. Disintegration by The Cure, cool. Again, no. If it's gonna be on the list, it cannot be here. No. Thank goodness we have some jazz coming in here. Oh, where's the R&B? Where's the country? Like rap rock alternative. That's what I've been seeing a lot of. I hope they're saving it for later. I don't know. Gotta have the Rolling Stones. But again, it looks like they're not gonna be any higher than this. Okay. Big part of my childhood. That doesn't make it deserving of spot 52, though. I mean, yeah, you can't beat Sweet Child of Mine, but the whole album? Okay, Sign of the Times by Prince is telling me that my assumption that there was only going to be one album per artist is totally wrong. Because if Purple Rain is not on this list, then they truly fucked up here. So I'm going to assume that we may see some repeats going forward. So later assumption redacted, retracted. Whatever. Would this be here if it wasn't for Stranger Things? It is a great album, but again, I'm just thinking about all the albums that got ranked lower than this one. U2, okay. Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys. Is there gonna be another Beastie Boys record higher than this? Okay, I can see how if you're gonna have a Beastie Boys pick, it could be this. Huge album, but 47. I don't know about that. Okay, Bob Marley, cool. Really? Really? Okay. This high? Alright, that's interesting. There should probably be some more Stevie Wonder later too then. Ooh. Aquemini. Okay. Definitely gonna need to see some Outkast on here. Again, I'm hoping for more Outkast. We'll see. You know, I guess this makes sense because I guess this is like the link between the older rap and the newer pop. But again, what's gonna come after this? Aretha. Cool. Awesome. Illmatic by Nas. Awesome. Maybe needs to be higher, but glad they didn't forget it. This has no business being in the 30s. This has no business being in the 30s. You're on thin ice, Apple Music. You're on thin ice. Enter the Wu-Tang. Awesome. 37. That's about perfect. Beyonce self-titled. Beyonce self-titled? We had a Prince record, but not Purple Rain. And we have a Beyonce record that's not Lemonade or Renaissance. So I'm wondering where those are gonna be. Okay, London Calling. Makes sense. Huge for the scene at the time. It Takes a Nation of Millions. Okay, cool. Awesome record. A little bit surprised to see it over Enter the Wu-Tang, but also I agree. I think 34 is nice for this one. Okay, Kid A. All right. Usually I would go with OK Computer, so I'm kind of expecting that to also be somewhere near the top 10, probably. I mean, it's ranked as 1 in a lot of lists, and I don't know if OK Computer is like best album of all time, but top 10 for sure. So I'm expecting that. Ready to Die at 32. This should be probably top 20 somewhere. I don't know about 32. Alanis Morissette above Ready to Die? What? Stop it. No. There's something at the Apple, there's something wrong here. I don't know if you can tell, but there's clearly an issue here. I have a theory. I have a theory. What happened was these Apple Music big business idiots all got around together and thought it would be a really great idea to make a 100 best albums list, and they had AI do it, right? They trained an AI to acknowledge all factors, right? They're looking at popularity, they're looking at demographics, and then when Apple Music released the list, they would let people think that actual humans created it, and in their minds, when everyone said it was like the greatest top 100 list of all time, and that it was like absolutely perfect, they would come out with the information of like, hey guys, guess what? It was AI. AI did it the whole time. And we would all just be like, whoa, no way, AI really can create amazing shit. And meanwhile, everyone's just like,
this list is ass.
And all the execs at Apple are just like, shit. At least that's kind of what I want to have happened, because if a real person made this, then they should not be even close to anything music related for as long as they live. Awesome record, but you just put it above Ready to Die. Come on. Low End Theory, all right. Dark Side of the Moon, all right. Led Zeppelin 2, okay. Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, okay. All right, I'm seeing a little bit of redemption here, a little bit. Miles Davis, thank you, awesome. I have to match my perspective with the times because, you know, if Discovery and Random Access Memories were both released today, then I would probably say Ram should be taking this spot, but yeah, Discovery was huge for its time. Okay, that makes sense. Born to Run, Revolver. Okay, so Abbey Road is going to be top 10 for sure. Beach Boys at 20, I like that. The Chronic by Dr. Dre at 19. Okay, didn't see that coming. Interesting choice. Yeah, not surprised to see a Taylor album on here. It better be the only Taylor album on here. Whoa. Okay, great album, but when you think about what this album beat on the list, Apple, you're breaking my balls. You're breaking my balls, Apple. Bob Dylan makes sense. Jay-Z makes sense. OK Computer at number 12 and Rumors at number 11. Okay, what is going to be in the top 10? I don't know what to expect with OK Computer at number 12. Okay, so Thriller's going to be in the top 10. Purple Rain's going to be in the top 10. Abbey Road's going to be in the top 10. To Pimp a Butterfly is got to be in the top 10. But I don't know what else I'm expecting with OK Computer at number 12. Okay, here we go. Lemonade by B. Okay, all right. So I think I would have actually picked Renaissance, but in any case, 10 is high. But I respect it. I respect that. Oh, Nevermind by Nirvana. Obviously has to be in the top 10. Amy Winehouse. Okay, all right. Number 8. Sure. That's fine. What? Holy shit, TPAP's not on here. TPAP's not on here, guys. They went with Mad City instead. What are you doing, Apple Music? What are you doing? Maybe they should have just done a like artists list, because they just think like putting any Kendrick record here acts as like the same. I mean, I kind of get trying to give one album to each artist, but first of all, you didn't even do that, right? Because there's another Beyonce record on here. And that means TPAP is not on the list anywhere, unless it's above this, but no, they're not going to put Kendrick twice in the top 10. It's not going to happen. Wow, that sucks. Amazing record, but oh my goodness, why is it not TPAP? Okay, another Stevie Wonder album. Okay, and of course the best one. Okay, all right, I respect the decision. Abbey Road, Purple Rain, Thriller. What else? What else is it going to be? Blonde by Frank Ocean. I like Channel Orange almost equally to this one, and I could definitely see this being top 20, maybe even top 15, but number 5 is cutting it a little close to the number 1 spot. Purple Rain, Abbey Road. Thriller's number 2. Thriller's number 2. What's number 1? What are they gonna pick for number 1? We already did OK Computer. It's not going to be To Pimp a Butterfly. What's number 1? Is it another Beatles record? Holy cow, this is going to drive me crazy. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Number 1 is Lauryn Hill? Again, could totally see it in the top 10, but what is this doing in number 1? Oh, wow. Apple. Love this album. I love this album. Again, top 10, sure. But you just ranked The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill above Thriller? You know, I can see why people are going insane over this list. Was there any country, Marty Robbins, Johnny Cash, maybe? There's not enough R&B. I don't even know if I would say that there's enough electronic on here too. This list is kind of an L, man. It's kind of an L. Apple Music, this does not make me, or probably anybody, think any better of you for making this list. I mean, if anything, it just kind of shows everyone how out of touch you are with music, because you had some good picks, but it feels like you kind of fucked up here. Again, it feels like these were generated by AI. Like, it feels like nobody that works at Apple Music has ever listened to Kendrick or Beyonce, and then they just asked an AI where they should go on the list. And in the case of Kendrick, they got the fucking record wrong. I'm done with this, but hey, tell me what you guys think. It's time for me to go check the news on this because I don't have to worry about spoilers now, but it seems like a lot of people are indeed quite confused by this list, and I can totally see why now. But let me know your thoughts, right? What should they have included that they didn't? What was on here that shouldn't have been on here? Throw it in the comments. I will read everything, I promise. With that said, I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. See ya.